The Padres are setting records in 2023, and if you were to tell me this before the season, I'd be like, hell yeah, we got a great team, what are we accomplishing? But we are setting records for the wrong things. A team led by Fernando Tatis Jr., Manny Machado, Xander Bogaerts, and Juan Soto have the worst batting average with runners in scoring position through the first 40 games of the series ever. An all-time MLB at 198, and I'm just wondering, when is it time to panic? We are over a quarter of the way through the season. Yeah, it is relatively early, but still, at some point, we got to start winning ball games with this incredibly talented but underperforming roster. I think I should break it down into 3 zones. The green zone, which means we're doing great. The yellow zone, which means we're not doing great and we should be a little worried. And the red zone means panic, panic, panic. Right now, we are in the yellow zone and we are very, very close to the red. So let's talk about it. You see, to win a baseball, you kind of have to score runs, and the Padres just do not do this with this roster, and it makes absolutely no sense, and it pisses me off as a fan. I mean, guys, it is so tough being a Padres fan sometimes. And, the starting pitching has actually gone a lot better. Over the last week and a half, the starting pitcher's ERA has been under 2.5, so that's very, very solid. But the offense is just horrible. It is miserable watching these games. It feels like a chore at some point. And some of the at-bats we put up, it's just strike 1, strike 2, strike 3, next guy up. And it's just 1, 2, 3 innings here and there, and it just doesn't seem like the Padres are threatening to score anytime whenever they are at the plate. Like I'm saying, you have to score runs, and if we're not scoring runs, we're not going to win games. And our bullpen's not great either, but the main problems stem from positions that are just routine, free outs for other people. I'm talking about guys in the bottom of our order right now, especially catchers. We cannot have guys as automatic outs with this roster. We were ranked at 2nd in power rankings before the season. I know they don't matter, power rankings necessarily, but it just shows how good this team is and how underperforming they are. This team is so talented, and absolutely they are better than the Dodgers on paper. And guys, do not come after me. I understand that the Dodgers know how to win and the Padres don't. All right. It's one thing to have talent. It's another to actually put it together and win. The Dodgers shortstop is literally Miguel Rojas, and they're still winning games. We have Xander Bogaerts, and we suck. So, it doesn't matter. At some point, you have to know how to win, and we just don't seem to know how to do that. And yeah, you can say all you want about the NLDS, whatever, but our trophy case is empty. That's why stuff like this Kershaw BS on the scoreboard and, us throwing basically parades after getting 1 win against the Dodgers, it doesn't help anybody. You know what I mean? If you keep talking, if you keep lighting the fire, it's going to come back to burn you. And look what's happened with us now. We are struggling beyond belief. Bob Melvin's angry, I'm angry, and I think we are completely in that yellow zone and very close to red. Because yes, it is relatively early in the season, but we are still over a quarter of the way through. And this team has no excuses. There's no reason for this team not to be dominating. There's no reason for this team not to be a great baseball team. With the big 4, Tatis, Machado, Xander, and Soto, that is a ridiculous lineup. And this team still looks like they're a AAA team going up against an MLB team. It just makes no sense. And, the pitching has stepped it up very much. The bullpen is still struggling. It's really hard missing out on Robert Suarez. And Drew Pomeranz should honestly just retire. He has a neck spasm the night before his next rehab start. It's just, at this point, just retire, Drew. But, the point is, the bullpen is not great. But the starters are doing a very nice job. I thought Ryan Weathers pitched better than his final line said. He gave up that 2-run home run to Mookie, and then, he had 2 runners on base, but then unfortunately Brent Honeywell gave up the double, and then those 2 runs were charged to him. But at the end of the day, people are doing what they're supposed to do in certain positions on the pitching side of things, and our offense is just not executing. Watching us with runners in scoring position makes me want to tear my hair out right now. That is one of the biggest problems with this team. Setting a record for the MLB lowest all-time batting average with runners in scoring position is a joke, especially with the roster. That'd be something that I believe the Oakland A's would be doing. Let this sink in that we are doing worse with runners in scoring position than the Oakland A's, who are on pace to win 29 games. It just makes no sense. And at some point, the Padres got to start winning. And we had a really, really tough schedule the first month and a couple weeks of the season. But now our schedule is a lot easier. It's actually the 29th easiest throughout this next couple months. So we actually need to start winning games. We got the Royals here now. It's important for us to win games because sometimes we need to pick up some momentum and we need to pick up some kind of confidence and know that we're not incompetent as we're showing right now. And yes, I want to mention we did play a really tough schedule, but we're supposed to be the top dog of our schedule. You know what I mean? It's just we're not playing the way we should be. We haven't played well at all this year. We've really not played well once, really. It's really just been, one series win, then you lose a series, maybe you get another series win, then you lose a couple series. The Padres, it doesn't seem like to be clicking with them right now, and I'm very worried. I'm not panicked yet, and I don't think you guys should panic, but I think if this goes on for, another 3 weeks, I think that's full of, red flag, what the hell's going on? And lastly, I just want to talk about, the catching position. That is an absolute embarrassment to this organization. It is so bad. Austin Nola is hitting 148 on the season. That is a complete joke. Brett Sullivan, he's got like a 210 on base percentage. He had that one nice game. Campusano's done for 2 months with that thumb surgery. It's just, the catching position is so bad. And I'm pretty pissed at AJ Preller for not going after Sean Murphy, who's a freaking dog. Or, Wilson Contreras. It makes no sense at some point that we need to get guys that we actually need. I love Xander, and that's so sick that we got him. But I would totally have preferred to go after the catching position because, Sean Murphy is only 28 this year. We had options. And we just didn't seem to go execute for those certain pieces that we need. And now we're stuck with an embarrassment at the catching position. We have to DFA Austin Nola at some point. I think Preller's just prideful that, he completely got fleeced on that trade with the Mariners, giving up Andres Munoz and Ty France. That was just a complete terrible trade for us, and I don't think he wants to admit it. But Austin Nola, ever since he stepped foot in the Padres clubhouse and put on the Padres uniform, he has been nothing but terrible. And it's not like he's a great defensive catcher anyways. I know the guys like him. He's easy to pitch to, but his arm is like a spaghetti noodle. Everybody's running on our team left and right. At some point, we need to have better catchers. And I don't know what options we have now. There's not really much options. Do we call up Ethan Salas? Probably not. He's 16 years old. But at some point, maybe you do, and then he just sucks and you send him down. I don't want to mess up his service time, so I guess I wouldn't do it. But at some point, we have to have a better catcher. It's just so ridiculous seeing these free outs that we give every single team. And right now, our entire lineup is looking like free outs. Machado is horrible. Cronenworth is horrible. It's just so frustrating. And, at some point, we got to start performing. Bob Melvin's really mad, and rightfully so. I don't blame this on Bob Melvin. At some point, the players have to have some of the blame. They're just underperforming beyond belief. And I don't know what the source of the problem is, but, whatever it is, hopefully that gets alleviated or somewhat solved, because this has just got to stop. This team is way too talented to be underperforming to this level. But let me know what you guys think. What do you guys think is the actual problem with the team? Why do you guys think that we're struggling so much? Do you think that there's a reason that they can't hit with the runners in scoring position or clutch hitting, even though you can't really teach that? I don't know. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button if you yet to do so. Give the video a like and turn on that post notification bell. If you guys like Padres baseball and baseball in general, this is the place to be. But for now, that's it for me. Stay safe, everybody. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.
Yo, now trick what Mace who? That ain't what Mace do. Got a lot of girls that'll love to replace you. Tell it to your face.